The video is not meant to give you all the results of the lab, but just to kind of instruct you on what to do because it's not always straightforward. So the first part, you're going to figure out what happens when a wave runs into a solid object. And to do that, you're going to have some water in here a few centimeters high. And you're going to just simply get a wave going by tilting the bucket up a little bit and then letting go. And it's true you can observe what's happening on the top here, but it looks sometimes better to get eye level and look down at eye level from this view at the wave. So that's the first part of the lab. The second part of the lab has to do with the amount of energy that you put into a wave and what happens to the height of the wave, which is called the amplitude. And to do that, you're going to kind of do what you did for part one, except you're going to keep the wave going by getting it rocking back and forth and time it so that you are getting a consistent wave. So I'll just rock it up every time it hits an end, and then look again at side view. And then you're going to repeat that, but you're going to add more energy, which means you're going to add additional rocking to it to then look at the side and see what happens to the height of the wave as you add energy. And then there's a part 2B where you're going to look at wave length as well. And you're going to use your book to help with that. And this would be for part 3. You're going to see if energy of the wave affects the amplitude or the height of the wave. I think the easiest way to do that is to get a high energy wave started, which means you're going to put a lot of energy in how much you rock this back and forth for a short period of time. And once you get a high energy wave going back and forth, it's going to lose energy over time anyway. So what I would do is start with your high energy wave that's going back and forth, so you get it going, and then take your hands off and then start counting 1001, 1002, and I don't want to show all the results, so I'll just let it go. So you just count back and forth, 1001, 1002, 1003, and let that run out to a very low amplitude wave, so the wave gets smaller and smaller over time, and see if your timing or counting stays consistent, or if it slows down or speeds up over time as your wave amplitude gets smaller. If you don't understand, you can ask me about part 2. And the last part is pretty straightforward. You're gonna get a beaker instead of the wave pool. You're gonna get a beaker and fill it with about half full of water and put a pencil in it. And those are light waves that would be coming in. And take a look at what happens when a wave like light travels through two mediums. It travels through the air and then the water.